How's it going, fellow traders? Magic Trader here, and this is the CFTC report for the data that was submitted on December 7th, 2021. So let's start by taking a look at gold and see what the institutions have been doing. So just as we had laid out, they took profits on long positions, all right? And as we had laid out in the ARAUJO report, them taking profits on long positions would fuel a move to the downside, and that is exactly what we saw here on the charts. They fueled a move to the downside, and that caused price to spill over and drop just like that. Now, if we take a look at what the retail traders are doing, they're massively long gold right now, and that's not a position I'd feel comfortable holding, because even though we are currently in a range, we are seeing a lot of evidence to suggest that price is going to head lower over time. Now, if price was going to head higher, we wouldn't have already reached maximum size on long positions and profits starting to be taken. So what I'm going to start watching for is this section here, short positions, because I'd like to see if indeed they're going to start building those positions higher and higher. And if that is the case, then we can expect price to start to decline. Now oil, what do we have with oil? We can see that oil contacted a monthly area of demand. And at the same time, if we take a look at long positions, we can see that they took some profits on long positions at the highs. We pointed this out a while ago. Before they even started taking profits, we noticed that. Now, shorts are cooled off right now. So we're not seeing them focusing on doing anything with shorts as of yet. The focus has been mostly for just taking profits on short positions. So let's remember that, because right now they've been taking profits on short position or on long positions, which caused this drop. And now we have this being contacted. If they start to reaccumulate those longs, we can expect this to rally up like that. Otherwise, they have to start aggressively accumulating short positions, and we need to see this area be removed. But so far, that hasn't happened, so we'll be watching to see if that will take place. Then we have the US dollar. US dollar contacted some supply. What are the banks doing? Taking profits on long positions. We could see them declining 45, 46, 47, and then 42 and 43. But also look at short positions. They're not focusing on short positions. Interesting. That leads me to suspect that price will eventually over time continue higher. Now we could start seeing a drop like this, okay, because we are hitting supply, and they could start increasing their short positions. I'd like to see the proof of that first. If they start increasing shorts, then we could see a big drop, but as long as shorts are not being accumulated, I have the sense that we're going to see a move up like that, okay? But we'll wait and see. Aussie, remember I told you? What did I say? Taking profit on short positions, okay? Taking profit on short positions fueled the move up, and then what did they do? Start to pile back into short positions after the move up. And that's what caused the move to the downside. Alright? We're on the verge of breaking through this area here, like just on the verge. I suspect that soon it will break, and when it does, we're going to see price decline like that. Alright, so just watching for that. A USDCAD in the middle of the ocean, as I like to say. There's no supply, there's no demand, so price can do just about anything. But with the expected strength in the dollar, we do expect to see this eventually head higher. Okay, US Swiss franc, we are stuck in a range between supply and institutional demand. And what are we seeing here? Cooled off long positions, very cooled off short positions. This will just follow whatever the dollar does. The dollar breaks up, then we'll see this break, and price will eventually hit our targets higher up on the chart. Euro US dollar, this one is going to react opposite of the dollar. We have supply there being hit on the dollar. So there's a chance that we see somewhat of a move to the upside, but longer term we are expecting price to continue to the downside. So if that's the case, what do we see with the positions? Well, we see over the long term, longs have been pretty much not doing much, okay? But look at the short. They've been taking profits from shorts, okay? Accumulating and then taking profits again on short positions. So nothing's very specifically clear. If we look at sentiment, it's neutral. So we are waiting for something to come into the market to give us a better sense of direction. Pound, this one's been quite weak, and we're just about to contact some institutional demand. At that point, I suspect that we're going to see a push to the upside. Now, if we relate that to the euro US dollar, we can see that this one hasn't been dropping as aggressively as the pound. So if that pound comes into contact with demand and starts to rally, we could see some pressure coming in here, okay? And then the dollar dropping from that supply. So that just might be one of the things that could play out. So let's watch for that. Now we go to the US dollar Japanese yen. This one's also indicating a drop, okay? Look at the profit taking on long positions up here, which fueled this. Shorts, not much going on here, but this can continue lower before a bigger drive to the upside. So that also supports a move to the downside with the dollar. Last but not least, here is also supporting a potential rally. Look what price is coming into contact with here. And just as it does, look what the institutions are doing with their long positions. Increasing longs, getting them very aggressive. So I'd be watching for that, okay? A turn in price. And I think the evidence is actually supporting that quite strongly when we take a look at the broad spectrum of all the currency pairs. So nothing's guaranteed, but I think the evidence is there. So let's continue to watch that and see how it plays out. All right. Again, there is your CFTC report analysis for the markets for the data that was submitted on December 2nd, 2021. Thanks. Have a great trading week. All right. Take care.